Okay. New realization on the horizon, right? And again, it's what I figure out for myself through application, and that I share the experience. Right? Sometimes the experience comes in a realization form, or sometimes it becomes a physical manifestation that I have to experience it personally. Right now, it's more of a realization experience. Why we don't go after the things we want is because we trap ourselves through the limitations of those around us. Oh my God. Whoever surrounds you is not living their potential, there is no way in hell that they can be your supportive system. There is no way. It's just what isn't inside cannot be squeezed out, right? Within, so without. So tell me, how the heck someone that isn't on their journey, how the hell would they even know what it means? What we know and understand, those that are on the road, on the narrow road. Here we are wasting time from the realizations that we were supposed to manifest, so we can expedite the process of arriving. And there's really no arrival momentum, right? You achieve, there's already another desire. You achieve this, there's already another desire. That's how it works. But until we understand from the root of it what it means to manifest, what it means how to manifest, the embodiment of the life that we want to live is going to take longer and longer, right? It's not because it isn't there. What the mind conceived, the mind can achieve. Therefore, it's out there. I'm just not experiencing it because I have not embodied this person, what she has, how she lives. I have not embodied her fully. She's only existing in the ideal stage still. Right? I am not walking as her. I am not feeling as her. At least not all the time. It has to be a full time. That's what embodiment is. There's a process, yes. But there's going to be a time where sometimes we can get trapped by delaying the process of embodiment because of allowing others to energetically walk all over us. What does that mean? Those around you and against you are not going to say it out loud. It's through their energy. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be towards you. Like, they don't have to hate you. But because they hate themselves enough, the energy is enough to affect you. Hate is hate. It doesn't matter if you hate me or if you hate yourself. You are on that hate vibration, frequency. That's all that matters. And either I protect myself or I act gullible and waste my goddamn time. Right? It's like I once watched a video. He was like, the law of attraction says act as if. He's like, no, that's acting. Why am I acting as if? Live as if. Why are you acting? Be it. Right? And it's like, what I'm understanding right now, though, we even limit, even after like we fight, for our dreams, and a lot of motherfuckers are like eliminated from your life, in a universal way. Your loved ones, those close you, they still live in the memory. They still live in your head. And it's like detaching myself from that version. And it's truly a mourning. You have to mourn. It's a funeral. Right? There's gonna be like a mourning period. And it's like excruciating pain. I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. You're like firsthand experiencing that feeling right now. That's why I wanted to play something, so I can also calm my nerves, so I can channel more. You see, just because you no longer have communication and connection with some people in your life, unless we break through the energetic. No wonder Jardina kept saying the past 2 days, spider web, being significant, right? It's like we've been through this shit. It's like literally weaving through this frequency, right? If you ever watched a show called Discovery of Witches, oh my god, it satisfied my thirst for witches. I had a phase. It was crazy. I watched everything I can find on Netflix and Hulu. But on Discovery of Witches, she became the embodiment of all the witches, right? So she had to weave through using her own knowledge and right senses to weave through to connect with all of them, basically, right? And it shows you like the frequency waves. Like she had to go through a training so she can weave the right frequency with the right right. Anyways, go watch it. That's the experience that I'm on right now. Like the reason why you're not being yourself, yes, it has everything to do with you. You're your maker, you're your breaker. But what is the you, right, is what we have to look under. Where is this part of you coming from, right? Because I'm learning the version of this me, like, that I have become. It thank God it's not my embodiment. It's just a certain character that I am able to acknowledge and deal with it, right? So I had to murder it out, right? Earlier, I don't know, somebody said it's an ego death. And I don't think ego can die forever. I don't even give a shit if it dies or not. I just need to understand it. And so I can make it understand that I am the ruler. You can be here, fine, whatever. The problem is that when the ego rules, the archetypes, right? For New Year's, I took a Tony Robinson challenge, a 3-day challenge, and how to reprogram your subconscious mind. And it was the big take one was the archetypes, right? Balancing and making sure they all working together, right? Especially in decision making. See earlier, I forgot to stop and take a second to balance them all. I was doing okay. I was laughing, but there was a time I was like, I had to let it out. Like, what the fuck? Right? But as soon as I said that, the solution, boom, happened. Oh, okay. There you go. That's maybe one thing. Kudos to me, right? It's like I've become like a child. When it's like, aggravating, it's like, and then it's like, go away from it. And as soon as, like, not dwelling on it, that's the key. And as soon as it's over, okay, it's over. Just like how animals is like, one of their family just got caught. They're like, all right, I guess not today. And continue eating whatever they were eating, right? Like no more running. And how, I don't know if you watch Animal Planet like me. That's all I watch. But without knowing, although like we truly see, like the thing is, the Bible, there's a good verse that I can't think of right now. I mean, the Bible knows everything, right? But it's easier to see, or it's easier to blame others, or it's easier to see what you think is wrong and others. And I believe it's on the seed of the soul, right, that I read. No. It's on the power of thinking positive, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Every time I judge, he's like, I immediately put myself in that position by trying to remind myself a time that I acted that way or I felt that way. And it's like, it just disperses. And then you're gonna stop complaining completely. I mean, judging. And you're just gonna be like, living through God consciousness, right? Like, oh, it is just is. Everything is just is. That must be God's perspective. What is death anyway, right? So what I realized is that those that were around me, their projection, you see, it was intentional. So it made it powerful, right? Like our minds, right? Like it's like a fertilizer. It's a fertile, right? Whatever you put there with intention, it will manifest, right? Because I was not intentional about protecting myself, or I'm free with being myself my whole life, but because those saw my light, I was just being myself, thinking everyone was like me, sharing it. It's like, it took a lot for me to learn, oh, okay, I'm not at that place right now, but yesterday I caught a license plate, 1 Corinthians 13:8. Man, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I understood like a child, right? But now it's like, what was that? Big Sean verse, shit, niggas took my innocence. They were like, damn, Sean, what happened to your attitude? I'm like, niggas took my... yeah. I lost my innocence, but I still kept my innocence, if that makes sense. I lost it, but I kept it. Or I lost it, but I know it. I know that I'm still it. Right? I'm just not naive anymore. Right? It's good to know that, to choose to do it. Now I'm naive because it's like, right? Because you have to be wise. Great power comes with great responsibility. Be naive, right? Made me the lamb that I wasn't. I'm a fucking goat. Right? But because I made myself so open, I became basically, spiritual hygiene was fucked. When that happens, it's like, yes, you start to see things, like I said, louder on others, and all right, you start to eliminate people, like, right? It's like, oh, okay. Energy becomes sensitive, and it's very, very easy, especially when they're in person. They can't trick you, right? But the thing, what you have to understand is, like, now that you're rid of these people, you have to rid of the version of you. That's what I kept contemplating the last, I think a week or so. And I thought about this when I was in the woods the last 2 days, so it must be an important contemplation, I tell you. You have to differentiate yourself, right? It's like, unless it is the moment you rid of their projections, meaning the version of you that they helped, that they cultivated to create, without you truly knowing. You thought you were fighting it, but because, again, they're so intentional, so they're stronger. You're like, you're just entertaining it, still on the idea form. Why? Because you see them, they ain't doing shit. Right? So because you see your surrounding not doing it, it becomes difficult to fight for your... I gotta run like a fugitive to save the life I live. I gotta run like a fugitive to save the life I live. If you know those around you are not living the right way, nothing that comes out of their mouth should matter. Why the fuck would you take an advice? I don't even give a fuck if you're right. Shut the fuck up. You're not doing it, so shut the fuck up. The energy is not potent anyways. It's not gonna reach me. Yeah, you can know truth. Everybody knows the truth. Shit. That's what I see. I'm nowadays. What? Wait, you read that book back then and you never shared with me? I dropped a bitch just for that reason. It was years of mid-20s relationship. I saw that book in the backseat. I was like, wait, did you read this book? Yeah. Wait a minute. You can't be a good friend. What? That's like after I watched The Secret, this was like the power. I was like, nah, fuck that. A person that's gonna, you know, keep information to themselves, get the fuck out of here. Nah, by far you're like the last person I want to be around, because I live the opposite of that concept. The fuck. So we forget that we need to eliminate the version of us that's associated with them. And we have to come to the true self, to the clean version of ourselves, to that person that always dreamt, to that person that gave you the idea, to that person that still loves and is still passionate about whatever it is that you claim that you want. Because that's the only way that you're going to feel deserving, and then embodiment follows through. Right? Like you have it, the subconscious mind is going to bring it. It's going to stop fighting the contrast, stop fighting negative. Right? Think of it as like, oh, there's a solution that I need to solve. Don't even say, oh, I got a problem that I need to solve. Earlier, I was just making my, right before my recording, I was making my tomato and spinach sandwich. That's what I was hearing. Don't even say I have a problem to solve. No, I have a solution to solve. Because the problem is already there. All right. Without the problem, you won't look for a solution. And it's after these achievements, right, that challenges become part of your life, and you become just this whole human being, like, oh, untouchable. Contrast, nothing phases you. You know who you are, what you are, your power. Right, so I'm sharing this while I am also on the road of embodiment, and this is like my final form, so I know it can't be easy. We have to mourn the version of us, right? It's like when you burn the bridges, right? I mean, I have no way to I don't even want to look back, and for what? Right? It's like those we left behind. It's because, yeah, we're not proud of them. We're not proud of the life that they live. So why the fuck their opinion and how they live matters in factoring your decision making? Why? It's that weaving the frequency that I was talking about. Watch it to the detail. Now that you're alone, right? Now that you're in the hermit mode, these voices, oh, I got nothing to do with you. Do I even believe that? No. It's like legit right in front of you. It would just come to the surface. But unless you take the time to look at it, right? You better be driving a fucking Toyota when it comes to the energy world, not a Maserati. You can't be speeding through shit. You have to calm down, because it's easily dispersed. It can easily shake up, because we have vibrational being, every one of us. Right? Exchanging this biochemical, we're affecting each other, one another, through every interaction and touch. So when you understand this, you take life seriously. Right? And you work on it when you're alone, before your next stride, before this life that you truly, truly desire comes to you. You have to live it, embody it energetically. It's not going to show up in the 3D and then like, oh, okay, let me go deposit this bank account. Right? I mean, let me open up this bank account and deposit this money, and then, or let me go and buy this car. Okay, now I feel like a millionaire or a billionaire. That's not how it works. You be the billionaire energetically, because again, it's because it's all the spirituality. I mean, it's a spiritual thing, money. It's a feeling. Yeah. This going back to the matrix opportunity that I'm going to call it now, a couple of days ago before I went to the woods, it was like troubling. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why am I going back to the matrix, God? What do you mean, right? They're like, congratulations. And I'm like, for a job? No. No, I'm going back to the matrix. What the fuck? Right? Then I came out of the woods in 2 days, and, you know, thanks to Brian Head, all the mountain, the womb has just healed me. Bryce Head. Bryce Kenyon and Brian Head. That was one soul activation. The meditation was so potent. It's like, definitely, right? Brain was like circuit activities was going on. Like I can feel it's like something hit me with a brick wall. And nothing feels the same. So it's about accepting that new feeling. Yes, Jay-Z does. He said, people are like, you act different, you act different. Like I worked this hard to act the same or to be the same. But you have to believe that. You see, it's me that needs to believe that. Like I worked this hard and it's like, oh, okay, the universe is saying you're here now. Okay, if I believe that I'm always, right? I say that I am where I am because I am where I need to be. Right? But then now I'm looking at it, it's like, wait, I've outgrown this. It's not through fight that I'm going to win. It's like fire is not going to put out fire, right? I can get back to the matrix. What the fuck? I'm going to transcend that shit. That's what that lady does, like I said. I went to do a quantum leap hypnotherapy, but she wasn't able to do it. And she was like, well, congratulations, right? I was like, man, no, that's not congratulations to me, because, now it's like, I have to be trapped with time, because she was like, she wanted 3 weeks in advance for this specific treatment that I wanted. And I was like, man, you see, like, I was able to be like, all right, here, like, let's, can you take 3 weeks from today, and then I'll see you in 3 weeks. What do you mean, congratulations? She was like, you're gonna transcend the matrix, baby. But I know this is gonna help someone out there, because I know we're all the same. I know I'm no longer alone, even in this specific journey that I'm on, right? And it's like this troubling that I have, like, with myself, like, why are you not showing your face? Why are you not showing your face? Because of this, I'm most comfortable when I talk like this. So do what makes you happy. You come first. And when you know that you are a light worker, when you know that you're on this journey, right? Your happiness matter. Value that. Especially in this time, right? It's during the ascension time that we must focus. Because if we follow that natural voice, is going to take us to the path of least resistance, because it's all knowing, right? And it's all powerful, and it's unlimited. It knows ahead of us. So we just have to, put more focus, because this is it. When it's time to jump, be ready to jump, right? And to do that, we have to know ourselves to the nitty-gritty, the weakness, the strength, the ugly, the beauty, everything. So you can work on it, right? So today, that's my realization. It's like, oh my God. I caught myself, there's still there's still a little bit left. That worry, that caring about what people say, what others will say. What the fuck? And I was like, wait, what are these people doing in their life? You're not even proud of the life. You don't even want the life that they're living. So why would you even care? And then I was like, it's like a relief. It's like, start over, right? Brand new, reset. Because this is me. This is who I am. I know myself. I've always known that I was different than my surrounding. Especially now that I've awakened. I'm watching my life like a movie. My teens, my high school friends, they can't even remember. They probably forgot everything. It's like, to me, it's like yesterday, because I'm bending time. And I'm remembering, like, even like specific conversations in detail, their looks, the way they looked at me with this. It's like what they made me feel, especially hurt, and that I bypassed, because it's like I always knew better and I expected it, but I didn't, stay there to truly listen to that hurt pain body, because I'm like solution focused person. Now I'm like looking back, and I'm healing it. It's like, oh wow, no wonder you say that to me, because look at you. No wonder you said that to me, because look where you're at right now. Look at the life that they're living. You would know them from the fruits of their labor, right? The good Bible says. Yeah. Self-focus, baby. Focus on yourself. That's all that matters. Because if you have a desire, if you have a life, if you have a goal, a lifestyle that you want to live, you are already halfway there, because you're one of us. You're up. You're still hoping and dreaming. And if you can do that, that's because you know that you deserve it. So just work on those emotions. It's wasting emotion that's making us drained, right? And we have to be meticulous with what, because we can't just be reciprocating towards everything with emotion, right? Emotion is currency. So save that shit and let some shit just be. Especially most shit that we worry about. As a matter of fact, the things that we want to control, we have zero control over. So digest that concept, really, whether it's with people, places, situations, and everything.